Every year, the attention usually focuses on the Pro models of the iPhone. However, this year, the iPhone 15, not the Pro, not the Max, just the iPhone 15, could be the one stealing the spotlight. It has surprised me with a range of upgrades that have given me more value for my money than I anticipated. Sure, it might not have all the features that the Pro models boast, but after spending 2 weeks with it, I have been genuinely surprised by how much I've grown fond of this phone. So let's dive into my 2-week review and find out why the iPhone 15 might just be the dark horse of Apple's lineup this year. The iPhone 15 offers an enhanced tactile experience. The frosted back gives a satin-like feel that is soft, smooth, and premium. Unlike previous models with high gloss finishes, it features a matte glass back finish, which adds a refreshing touch. This change provides a unique sensation and gives the phone a more sophisticated and understated look. Additionally, the matte finish is highly resistant to fingerprints and smudges, ensuring the device maintains its pristine appearance all day. This year, Apple has introduced a notable design shift using color-infused glass. The colors may seem muted or pale when you first look at it online, but when you hold the device in your hand and see it up close, you truly appreciate its beauty. It's one of those things that you have to experience firsthand to fully understand. And even though they're subtle, the colors give off a cool vibe with a touch of richness that might not notice right away online. It's like a perfect balance between classy and vibrant. Apple really nailed it with these colors, making them modern and timeless at the same time. And the design of the iPhone 15 puts user comfort first. With its rounded edges, the phone fits nicely in your hand, making it easy to hold and reduces the chances of accidental slips. This ergonomic design ensures you can use the phone for extended periods of time without discomfort. The smooth curves also add a touch of elegance, making the phone visually appealing and comfortable. And while the Pro series might have the allure of titanium, the iPhone 15's aluminum frame is pretty impressive. Aluminum is known for being lightweight, and you can really feel it when you compare the iPhone 15 to its Pro counterparts. The iPhone 15 balances durability and weight, so you get a solid device that doesn't feel heavy or bulky. It's a fantastic choice for those who want something easy to handle and carry around. The iPhone 15 is designed with user comfort and style in mind, offering a refined experience that combines comfort, aesthetics, and functionality into one sleek package. But apart from its attractive appearance, the internal components often generate the most curiosity and conversation among tech enthusiasts. At the heart of the iPhone 15 spec sheet lies its 60Hz display, a feature that might initially strike seasoned tech enthusiasts as a tad conservative, especially given its $799 US price point. In today's rapidly evolving smartphone ecosystem, a variety of devices, some even priced at $500, are flaunting screens with refresh rate as high as 120 Hz. This naturally sets an expectation, particularly among the tech-savvy, that a brand as prestigious as Apple would align, if not lead, with such advancement. However, it is important to understand that there's a difference between what's written on paper and what we actually experience in the real world. So when you start exploring the interface of the iPhone 15, you'll notice that the whole story about its display refresh rate starts to change. The animations transition smoothly from one another, apps come to life with an unexpected fluidity, and the touch responsiveness feels almost instant. Sure, some tech enthusiasts might still crave that extra smoothness that higher refresh rates offer, but for most users, it's hard to find any major flaw in how the device looks and performs. This brings us to a broader philosophical debate in the realm of technology. Should a product be judged purely on its technical specifications, or should the overall experience take precedence? For the iPhone 15, the discrepancy between its 60Hz display and the device's overall performance becomes more about the principle of expectations. When consumers invest a significant amount in a premium device, there's an underlying expectation for it to match, if not exceed, the expectations of its less expensive counterparts. And despite all the back and forth about the refresh rate, There's no denying that the iPhone 15's display is seriously impressive in other ways. It gives you a visually stunning experience with super sharp details, impressive brightness levels, and colors that seriously pop. Every image looks vibrant, and the text is sharp, making things like reading and browsing even better and bringing a user a lot of joy. While the iPhone 15 screen is probably going to make a lot of people happy, there are some users out there that have experienced the super smoothness of the 120 Hz display. And for those users, the small difference in how animations and scrolling might feel really noticeable. So if you're one of those users and this is something you absolutely need, then the iPhone Pro series is the way to go. It's made for those exact preferences. However, the display refresh rate isn't the only feature where potential buyers might seek clarity. The always-on display feature has come a long way. From being a fun addition to becoming a highly valued convenience in the smartphone industry. That's why some people might be surprised to find that the iPhone 15 does not have this feature. Having immediate access to important notifications, the time, and critical alerts without having to wake your phone is incredibly practical. However, it is important to note that not all user experiences are the same. For some, like myself, the transition from having an always-on display to not having one required only a short adjustment period. And over time, with more usage, the initial awareness of its absence diminishes. The overall experience with the iPhone 15, complete with its other features, ensures that the absence of the always-on display is not a significant drawback. But of course, this is a personal experience and everyone's priorities will differ. If having an always-on display is important to you, then the Pro series is designed with such features in mind, becoming an appealing option. And I think it's really important to understand the technical details behind this decision. The always-on display works best with screens that have a variable refresh rate. This means that the screen can lower its refresh rate by a lot, which saves battery when only a small part of the screen is being used. Since the iPhone 15 has a fixed 60 Hz refresh rate, adding an always-on display could cause the battery life to drain faster, which will affect the phone's battery performance. But in addition to the details of screen technology, Apple's design choices overall encompass the device's overall form and visual appeal. And one of the most noticeable design shifts from the iPhone 14 to the iPhone 15 is the transition of the iconic notch to the dynamic island. This design evolution was first seen in the iPhone 14 Pro models and has made its way to the standard iPhone 15. The dynamic island not only looks more sleek and modern, but it also adds extra functionality. Instead of it just being a boring placeholder, this area interacts and changes based on what's happening on the phone. And feelings towards the dynamic island can be a mixed bag. While it looks cool and fancy animations are a step up, it might not instantly win everyone over. However, you can't deny that it's pretty handy. For example, the little animations that kick in while you're listening to music add a nice touch of liveliness. And the way it handles notifications, like when you're eagerly waiting your Uber Eats delivery, is super helpful, ensuring you get all the important alerts. Beyond this design innovation, the iPhone 15 continues to impress in other practical areas as well. Venturing outdoors with many devices often means squinting at screens and hunting for shade to view content properly. However, with the iPhone 15, this is one less thing to worry about. With a staggering peak brightness of 2000 nits, this device stands its ground even in the face of glaring sun. Such a brightness level doesn't just translate to better visibility, it ensures that the richness and clarity of content aren't compromised. Whether you're capturing memories on a sunny beach, navigating maps in broad daylight, or merely catching up on your favorite show in a sunlit park, the iPhone 15 delivers consistently vibrant and clear visuals. This commitment to ensuring optimal visibility in diverse lighting conditions is a testament to Apple's user-centric design philosophy. But while Apple has been innovative in areas like screen technology, they have chosen to maintain some of the familiar features on this base model. The mute switch on the side of many iPhone models has long been a distinctive and pragmatic feature. For the iPhone 15, Apple has chosen to retain this tactile method of silencing notifications and calls, offering a direct, physical interaction that many users have come to love. In contrast, the Pro series introduces the action button, an evolution of sorts, aiming to provide a multifunctional approach to device interactions. However, personal preferences and habits play a significant role in our user experience. Drawing from my personal experience with the Pro Max, where I've configured my action button primarily as a mute toggle, I find nostalgia and convenience in the iPhone 15's traditional mute switch. There's something satisfying about the tangible feedback of the switch providing an immediate and unmistakable confirmation that the device is muted. And yet, while some elements in the iPhone 15 echo past designs, others signal a step forward. The iPhone 15 departs from Apple's proprietary Lightning port and embraces the era of USB-C. Tech enthusiasts have eagerly anticipated this transition due to USB-C's widespread adoption across various devices. However, it's worth noting that Apple's decision wasn't solely driven by its own initiative. European Union regulations heavily influenced the adoption of this standardized port. Nonetheless, even within this mandated change, Apple's renowned attention to detail is evident. The USB-C port is color matched to the phone's body, ensuring a seamless aesthetic integration that aligns with Apple's design philosophy. The transition to USB-C goes beyond just appearances. It brings newfound versatility, and one standout feature being the iPhone 15's ability to charge other devices, such as the Apple Watch. This transforms the device into a portable charging hub, perfect for on-the-go situations. However, it's important to consider this feature in the large context of the smartphone market. While this charging capability may seem like a new addition to iPhone users, it has been a common functionality in other brands for quite some time. And with every technological advancement often involves some compromises. So while the USB-C port on the iPhone 15 is undeniably versatile, it falls short in terms of data transfer speeds. Operating at USB 2.0 speeds, it is much slower than the 10 gigabits per second you find on the USB-C 3.0 speeds of the Pro series. This difference may raise concerns among professionals or avid content creators who frequently transfer large files between devices. However, this distinction may be fine for the general consumer base whose primary use of the port is for charging rather than transferring large amounts of data, as the device offers many other features. And beyond data transfer speeds, the device's impressive capabilities are further highlighted by what lies beneath its stylish exterior. The chipset plays a crucial role when it comes to the core of any technological device, particularly smartphones. And the iPhone 15 comes with the A16 Bionic chip, a powerhouse first introduced on the iPhone 14 Pro models. Although it may be tempting to brush it off as last year's technology, doing so would greatly underestimate its capabilities. In day-to-day usage, the A16 chip ensures that the iPhone 15 delivers a smooth user experience. Whether you're switching between multiple apps or streaming high-definition content, the response is consistently quick. There's no lag, stutters, or freezing, which makes every interaction feel fluid and instant. And while there will always be advancements in technology and newer chips on the horizon, it's important to consider the A16 Bionic chip compared to other chips. Despite being from the previous year, it outperforms many rival smartphone chipsets. So its inclusion on the iPhone 15 guarantees that users not only get a capable device, but also has one that excels in premium performance. And the iPhone 15 doesn't just prioritize high-quality performance in its processing capabilities, it also extends the same focus to its camera system. The advanced computational photo processing is at the heart of the iPhone 15's imaging capabilities, a feature for which the Pro series is known. This means that the device can make real-time adjustments and optimizations while capturing photos, resulting in well-composed shots with vibrant colors, contrast, and clarity. One of the standout hardware features of the iPhone 15 is its 48-megapixel sensor. This high resolution ensures that intricate details are captured, adding depth and definition to photos. The images taken on the iPhone 15 are downscaled to 24 megapixels. This process effectively merges pixels to improve image quality, resulting in sharper and brighter shots. For comparison, even though the iPhone 14 Pro series featured a 48 megapixel sensor, the images were further downscaled to 12 megapixels. With its 24 megapixel output, the iPhone 15 provides a more immersive and detailed photographic experience. And despite not having a dedicated telephoto lens like the Pro models, the iPhone 15 performs admirably in handling zoomed-in shots. Utilizing its powerful 48 megapixel sensor, users can achieve a 2x zoom by cropping into the full sensor, resulting in a high-quality 12 megapixel image. This method guarantees that zoomed-in photos maintain sharpness and avoid the typical graininess often seen with digital zoom. This year, the iPhone 15 lineup introduces an exciting new feature in its portrait mode. Not only does it offer real-time functionality, but it also allows users to apply the signature portrait effect even after a photo is taken. This post-capture flexibility gives you more creative editing options to make your subject stand out and achieve stunning results. The iPhone 15, promoted as a base model, exceeds expectations with its outstanding photographic abilities. Expanding on the strength of the Pro series, it offers users a complete and flexible photography experience. Whether you're a casual photographer or want to capture life's moments with style, the iPhone 15 is the perfect choice. But besides the camera features, my experience with this phone has really shown me how many other great things it has going for it. And after a few weeks of using the iPhone 15, I'm genuinely surprised how much I've come to appreciate this device. Although more subtle, the color palette adds a refreshing touch of playfulness, distinguishing it from the more serious hues of the Pro series. But apart from just its looks, what truly sets the iPhone 15 apart is how its features stack up against its price. Sure, it might not have the super smooth feel of a 120Hz display, or the convenience of the always-on display. And yes, the USB-C transfer speeds may not set records. However, when you consider the overall experience, the performance, the camera capabilities, the user interface, and most importantly, the cost, the iPhone 15 shines as an incredibly balanced choice. And for many, it hits that perfect spot of offering top-notch features without breaking the bank. So if you appreciate a great overall experience and don't require every high-end feature, the iPhone 15 is the perfect choice. And as we wrap up, if you found this review helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support is what fuels these insights and reviews. That's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.